Caitlin Clark said, "No layups in my house," and sent Angel Reese flying like it was a Southwest commercial. That flop had Academy Award winner written all over it. But the refs really looked at that and said, "Yep, that's definitely murder," and gave Caitlin a flagrant like she pulled a knife out mid-play. And Angel tried to run up on her and said, "You're crazy as fuck. What the fuck are you doing?" And Caitlin's all like, "This is just basketball. It's either a layup or free throws. Pick one."
It's just a good take foul, you know? If you either Angel gets wide open 2 points or, we send him to the free throw line. Nothing malicious about it. It's just a good take foul. Every basketball player knows that.
And just like that, Caitlin Clark dropped a triple-double, won by 35.
Angel Reese was benched on live television. Not just a routine rest for a starter, but the kind that makes you question the coach's decision. But Angel didn't sulk. She went all out fierce. Her reaction left reporters stunned, fans wide-eyed, and even the Gatorade bottles seemed tense. It wasn't merely a statement. It was a full-on mic drop packed with flair and attitude. What she did afterward, absolutely jaw-dropping. Get ready.
Caitlin Clark and Indiana Fever is currently putting the beats on the Chicago Sky. And I'm telling you right now, Angel Reese is furious because she wants to make it her business to beat Caitlin Clark this year. And I'm telling you right now,
Angel Reese was benched on live TV. And this wasn't just a simple rotation adjustment or a tactical sub. This was basically being told, take a seat and reconsider your life choices. But don't mistake it for routine sideline drama. No, this was a full-on public spectacle, unfolding with a kind of perfect, almost theatrical timing you only get when the sports gods are casually sipping tea and treating ESPN like a reality show.
Black and white sports supporters, well, I told you guys there would be a follow-up video on the nuclear fallout. That's exactly what it's been. Over the take foul, as Caitlin Clark is calling it, and that's a great way to say it. It was a take foul. She was trying to prevent a wide-open layup, although one could argue that she might have missed it anyway, on Angel Reese, and then Angel Reese went absolutely, utterly berserk.
What sparked Queen Ree's meltdown? Just a little thing called pure, unfiltered rage, like a Marvel villain gone off script. It all started when Caitlin Clark, the same Caitlin Clark whose three-point shots could practically reach Saturn, committed a foul. Not a technical, not a flagrant, just an ordinary whistle. You know, the kind that happens a dozen times a quarter when players' ankles are burning and elbows are flying like they're in a blender.
You got this little white girl and Caitlin Clark out here busting that and flat out, bro, triple dub. And I don't want to hear none of that stat padding stuff, bro. She had a triple double, and that's just the facts, man. That's just the facts. So I see a lot of people saying, "Oh, she fouled her hard, bro. It was a malicious play." Man, that wasn't no malicious play. This is a malicious play. Check it out. What y'all gonna say?
But Angel Reese didn't just react. She exploded. If the arena had a smoke detector, the fourth quarter would have had to be played outdoors. And let's be clear, this wasn't typical sports rivalry energy. This wasn't two elite athletes motivating each other or friendly trash talk. No, this was pure, unfiltered animosity, served with a side of, "I hope your sneakers untie mid-dribble." The look Angel shot at Caitlin could have melted steel, and the energy she brought made Godzilla vs. Kong look like a quiet tea party hosted by Mr. Rogers.
We need to talk about the hard foul. Caitlin Clark fouls Angel Reese while going up for a layup. People are making a big deal out of this, and me, I'm looking at it like, look, it was just a hard foul. I don't even think it was flagrant. The only thing that was flagrant was Angel Reese's response, right? How she responded to the hard foul. And obviously you can see there's still a little hate. There's still a little hate out there, but I'm gonna say this. WNBA, lean in on this. Lean in on.
But here's the twist. Reese didn't just glare from afar. Nope. She stormed straight toward Caitlin like she was competing in Survivor. Basketball Beef Edition. If body language could speak, Angel was clearly saying, "I've got all the time in the world today." You could almost hear the courtside commentators choking on their popcorn.
You saw them play out.
Basketball player, refs got it right. Move on.
Let's just say she wore that classic "what even is happening" expression, you know, the one you'd expect from someone randomly tackled at a spelling bee. Caitlin didn't actually do much beyond committing a foul, But Angel reacted like she just insulted her jump shot, her playlist, and her grandmother all at once. Then came the benching, and not just any benching. This was the kind where the coach avoids eye contact entirely, silently saying, "Not today. Sit." In seconds, the crowd went from hype to stunned. Angel didn't argue. And honestly, that was the scariest part. She sat there radiating a simmering, barely contained fury.
Walk me through your perspective on the flagrant foul. What was the point you were trying to make to her?
It's just a good take foul, you know. If either Angel gets wide open 2 points, or we send him to the free throw line. Nothing malicious about it. It's just a take foul. Every basketball player knows that.
She looked like someone who'd just been told they can't bring snacks into a movie theater. And then came the fallout. Twitter went nuclear. Fans weren't just upset. They were launching digital missiles from every corner of the internet. Angel's own supporters were torn between admiration for her passion and disbelief at what just happened, while Caitlin's fans were cranking out memes faster than Angel got benched. Suddenly, the timeline looked like a crossover episode between First Take and a meme-fueled chaos show.
Do you like the way your players responded there, just to that moment? It looked like somebody was coming over talking with Angel, coaching staff was talking with her to calm her down, make sure that it didn't escalate any further.
Yeah, I think that it's a little misrepresentation to calm her down. I think emotions were high on both sides, and so I think Angel reacted in a way that any of us would react in a moment like that.
She didn't apologize. She didn't back down. She doubled down. With the force of a freight train and the subtlety of a jackhammer, Angel went after Caitlin like it was open season. It was clear this wasn't just a rivalry. It was a full-blown vendetta. If she had a dartboard in her room, there'd be no question who was on it. You could see it in her posture, her snarl, and the way she handled questions with the emotional intensity of a hurricane. This wasn't just competitive drive. This was war. If looks could draw fouls, Caitlin would have racked up 6 technicals by warm-ups. And then there's the matter of punishment, because the NCAA likes to pretend they're all about.
Sugarcoating this. This is pure hate. Pure hatred for that white girl in India. Excuse me. I need to specify. Sorry. The one that wears 22 in Indiana.
They love to preach sportsmanship and grace, but you know they were replaying that clip on repeat like it was a teaser for their next PR nightmare. You don't lose it mid-game. Attempt to verbally obliterate another athlete on national television, and then stroll away with a high five and a Gatorade. This isn't the 90s NBA. Reese is in serious trouble. Boiling, scorching trouble. NCAA officials are probably scrambling right now, khakis on and panic fully activated, frantically searching how to discipline someone without blowing up March Madness ratings. Angel Reese's meltdown on live TV turned the WNBA into a primetime soap opera. While Caitlin Clark calmly racked up triple-doubles, Angel exploded, storming the court, flaring at every foul, and turning her benching into a full-blown spectacle. Twitter erupted, memes went viral, and NCAA officials probably panicked behind the scenes. Instead of leading her team, Angel became a one-woman Broadway production of unhinged drama, while Clark's composure made her look like an MVP in contrast. Fans are divided, analysts are stunned, and Angel's moment of rage might overshadow her talent, proof that passion without control is just a tantrum in designer sneakers.